I'm building a $10,000 Robinhood portfolio from scratch. Or at least I'm trying to. And this is the second episode of a series that I'm doing on the channel where I'm going to be contributing $1,000 to a portfolio every single month until we can get to a $10,000 portfolio and document the entire journey on this channel. In the last episode, we started a portfolio off with $1,000. The market definitely didn't do us any favors in that first week, and I want to be as transparent as possible, show you guys exactly what the value is of the portfolio, what we own, and what I'm going to be buying into this week with $250. If you don't know, I am going to be putting $250 into the portfolio every single week so that we can reach that $1,000 a month goal. And the first episode of the series did fairly well for my standards, so if you want to stick around for the rest of the journey, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. But as we hop right into my portfolio, I am recording this video right before market close at 3:29 Central Time, and we can see that the value of the portfolio is down from the last episode at $970. On the day, we are up $5.93, but if we look at the week, we're down 2.6% or down $25.94. And if we look at the month, it should be more of the same, down about $31. And because this is a brand new Robinhood account, that is going to be the same for the 3 month, the year to date, mostly the 1 year, and the all time. The reason why it's not the exact same is that I did get some free stocks when I opened this account, so that's why it is a little bit different on the all time chart. And I think that because the portfolio is down after the first week, I think that is a very good sign because it gives me an opportunity to show you what I do when the markets are down. I don't panic. I don't try to sell everything. I'm going to show you my exact investing plan that I do in my own personal portfolio that I'm going to be using in this YouTube portfolio. But before we get into adding more money into this portfolio, let's take a deeper dive into exactly why we lost almost $30 over the past week. So if we look at my holdings, one of the first holdings I bought in the last video was Tesla, and this was a very small holding, only at about $28. And on the day, we're actually up almost 8% or about $2, but with an average cost of $245.82, we're still down about 6% on Tesla. And then moving on to one of my bigger holdings in this new portfolio, we have about $531 worth of VOO, which is the S&P 500 ETF, and on that we're down 1.68% as the total market did take a dip over the last week, but on the day we're up about 0.5%. And then if we look at the Vanguard Total International Stock ETF, we have about $273 worth of that. On the day we're up about 0.3%, but over the past week we're down about 4% or down about $11. And because this is about a quarter of my portfolio, this is where most of the losses came from the last week. And then as we move down, we have Apple. We only have about $30 worth of Apple. We're up about 0.6% on the day, but on the all time, we're down about 1.6%. Moving into Walmart, we're down about 0.25% on the day and almost 2% on the week. And then moving into Disney, we're down about 0.2% on the day and almost 7% on the week. And to do a little bit of a recap, the main plan for this portfolio is to have it based around a 3-fund portfolio, meaning that 80 to 90% of the money is going to be invested in overall market ETFs, and I'm basically only investing in the individual stocks for dividend income and just for content's sake. That's the reason why the individual stock positions are so small, but as I continue to add more into the portfolio, I do plan to round these positions out a little bit more to hopefully have it at a 10,000 portfolio, have the individual stocks at around $1,000 to $2,000 of the overall portfolio. And then the last position that I bought in the last video that was sort of a spur of the moment position was this Bitcoin buy, which honestly I probably shouldn't have bought, but I have about $45 or 4.9% of the portfolio in Bitcoin, and that is down almost 12%. And going forward, I have decided that I want to keep Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general at about 1 to 2% of the overall portfolio. So if the overall portfolio is worth $1,000, I want to keep Bitcoin at only about $100 of the overall portfolio. I don't want to have a super big position because this is not a crypto trading channel, but I did just want to have some exposure just for content's sake. However, because this is the second week, we do need to add some money to this thing because my whole thing is that if you consistently invest, whether the market is up or whether the market is down, you can build wealth over time if you give yourself a long enough timetable. So we're going to be dollar cost averaging in this video and on this entire challenge, meaning that we're going to be buying whether the stocks are up or down, and we're not going to be selling anything at all. So whatever I have, whatever I buy, I own it, and it's going to be mine forever. So for this video, let's transfer a nice $250 into the portfolio. And now that we have that transferred, the portfolio is now valued at $1,220. So we're now above that 4-figure mark a little bit more comfortably now. And let's get into what I plan on buying with this extra money in the portfolio. So what's going to going to be a common theme you're going to see is that I'm going to buy a lot of VOO in this series, or the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. And what I want to do is that I want to buy exactly $127 of this Vanguard ETF in this video. Because it is after hours now, I am worried that it won't go through, but it looks like it did go through. So now we have the extra VOO in our portfolio. We now own about $658 at an average cost of $408.85. And overall, as of right now, it's about 60% of the portfolio, which is right around where I want it to be at. And the next ETF I'm going to buy in this video is the Vanguard Total International Stock ETF. I'm going to add an extra $57 of this in my portfolio. Again, similar to the last video, I have to do whole shares, so I need to start recording these before the market closes. But I'm just going to buy one whole share of VXUS, and that's going to put us at 6 whole shares, or $327.60. And this is now about 28.61% of my portfolio. And now I want to get into the entertaining stuff. So me personally, I've been watching Apple stock over the past month, and over the past month, it's taken a 9.25% drop. Now, most people may be thinking, why are you investing in this? It's going down. Sell it and leave it alone. But how I see it is that Apple is not on sale. It is down 9% on the month, but if you back up and look at the 3 month, it's actually up 1%, and it's basically erased all the gains that it had over the past 3 months. If you look at the year to date, it's still up 35% since January 1st. And if you look at the 1 to 5 year, it is up a crazy amount. So because it is still a relatively small position in this portfolio, I'm only going to be adding another 25 bucks into it, but I do see myself as taking advantage of a really good deal right now. And if I haven't mentioned already, this is not investment advice. Please only use this video for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. I am just here for you to watch me lose or hopefully make money. But I'm not going to do whole shares in Apple. I'm going to buy just $25 worth. I'm probably just going to get a very small slice of one share, and I bought 0.142356 shares at $175.62. That puts it at about 4.6% of the portfolio, or a market value of just $54. And then the next individual stock that I'm going to buy is Tesla. If we look at Tesla over the month, it's down 9%, but over the past 3 months, it's up 28%, and only year to date is up almost 96%. So I would say that this is a little bit of a more expensive stock right now. It's not necessarily a good deal, but I do want to add about $10 of it to my portfolio. Nothing crazy, just getting a little bit more exposure. The next individual stock I'm going to add to is Walmart. I do plan on trying to add at least one new stock a month, but because I bought all of these individual stocks last week, I do want to continue adding to these stock positions as of right now. So for Walmart, I'm going to put a limit order in for $20. It's not going to go through right now, I don't believe, because it's after market hours, but let's see if it goes through. No, so it'll probably go through tomorrow morning when the market opens, similar to last video. And that leaves me with $19.84 worth of buying power. I'm not going to buy anything else as of right now. I'm sort of just going to sit on that $19 for right now, but the overall portfolio is now at $1,220. So we're over 10% of the way to our final goal. And actually what I'm going to do as a sort of spur of the moment is I'm going to add some Coca-Cola into the portfolio just so I can get exposure to a little bit of a dividend stock. So I'm going to put a limit order in for $15, and this may be the last new stock that I add for the month, but now we have a little bit of Coca-Cola to the portfolio, so now we can start talking about some dividend income in future videos. So if you found some value or entertainment in this video, then hit that subscribe button, and if you want to stick around for the series, I will see you in the next one, guys.